It's pretty wild.
It is.
It is pretty wild.
I wish I like jumped.
What was that? What is that? What is that? I've put some sweet music and stuff onto a disc. You have 24 hours to make a game with it, or else... I don't have a disc slot. That should work. Alright, thankfully my boy Kyle, go subscribe to him right now, has given me a pitch deck, because I'm gonna need it. He calls it Music Make You Lose Control. A perfect video game pitch. My pitch, a video game about a triangle in a world where he can't afford to lose control, but he just might. Basically, we're adapting this video into a game. Oh shit, I'm sorry, this is confidential, I can't show you guys this. Picture this, Pac-Man, but you can't see the ghost. Schizophrenia, that's called schizophrenia. Where did they go? You must play as a fun triangle character, gathering like chaos emeralds, chaos triangles, while avoiding the music randomly roaming about. Music you can't see, but can hear. As you get closer or farther, the music gets louder or softer, and if the music gets too close, oh no, what's gonna happen? You lose control. Fun triangle character begins to dance furiously, forcing the player to complete a difficult QTE or something so they can regain control. Alright, I like it, I like it. I, Kyle Landon, will provide the legally distinct fun triangle character design and animations, and the legally distinct music that makes you lose control. This man has made a full-on feature-length movie, so if there's anyone I can trust to do this, it's him. Oh shit, he gave me a roadmap. Hunger System Battle Pass, real-life gambling. See, I was gonna put that in anyway. Patent violations and Shadow the Hedgehog. Alright, man. Is it possible? Look, it sounds like a pretty easy game to make, but it's not about whether I can, it's more about whether I should. And yes, the answer is yes, I should. Alright, let's take a look at this cheeky little song that he's made for us. This song is gonna be the meat of the game. I'm gonna have to make this game based on whatever vibe this song gives me, so I hope it's good. The music gon' get you. The music gon' get you. Okay!
What you gonna do? The music gon' get you. What you gonna do? The music gon' get you. What you gonna do? The music gon' get you. What you gonna do?
My ears have been blessed. Alright, the music slaps hard. Harder than my dad. Let's open Unity and take a gander at this funny triangle character he's made. Oh my lord. Look at those dogs. Woof woof. Does he have a cock? Subscribe to Kyle Landon. Yes, definitely do that. In fact, subscribe to me as well right now, or I'll crawl into your roof and eat all of your copper wire. Let's take a look at the animations he's made for us. But before we do that, I should probably start the timer. We've got 24 hours to make the next game of the year. Light work. Damn, we got an idle animation. Shit. Running. Look at him. So fast. And dancing. God damn, he's breaking that shit down. Sexual style, if you will. Alright, we want to make this guy move around. He can't run from the music if he's just sitting here in a comatose state. So let's start coding. At first, I made Mr. Triangle Man here, whose name is Frederico, by the way.
Hello, I am Frederico.
Move around, kinda like Pac-Man. But to do that, the game would need to be top-down. Otherwise, it would feel worse to control than piloting a submarine with a Logitech controller. A top-down perspective could work, but I want the player to be up close and personal with Frederico, as if they themselves are a yellow triangle with big white gloves and a small wiener covered by a leaf. Also, if it was top-down, the player would be able to see where they are in the maze, which isn't what I'm going for. I want this maze to feel super claustrophobic, as if the player is stuck in the maze with Frederico. So, that's why I gave him tank controls, baby! If you don't know what tank controls are, it's when you control the player, kind of like a tank. No, No way, I wouldn't have guessed. You use the left and right keys to rotate the way the player is facing, and then you use the forward key to make them go forward. Epic. Look at him, he's running around. He looks so happy. I hope nothing bad happens to him. Sure would be a shame. Alright, we got this funny triangle colored like pea, walking around on this plane just like a real life triangle man would, without a care in the world. Now it's time to trap this son of a bitch in a maze. How do you like that, dumbass? Considering the fact that I've only got 24 hours, and my blender skills still leave much to be desired, I hopped online to find some cool aesthetic 3D models to build this maze. At first I started building it based on this awesome sketch that took me hours to draw, but then I remembered, isn't the player meant to be getting chased? If Federico walks into a dead end, he's gonna have to rotate 180 degrees to go back, and by the time he's turned around, the music will be in front of him, staring into his cold, dead eyes. So I deleted everything and started over. The second time around, I decided that considering this game is a clone of Pac-Man, why not use a Pac-Man maze? But I can't just copy and paste the maze from Pac-Man. Are you kidding me? No. I found a site that could randomly generate one and copied that. I also chucked an ocean outside to further give the player the feeling of being trapped. Not only are they stuck in a maze, but the maze is in the middle of an ocean. Federico is truly cooked.
You are cooked!
I also added some sick, trippy patterns as a makeshift skybox to add a bit of surrealism. I want this game to be more surreal than Australian politics.
To the Sigmas of Australia, I say that this goofy-air government have been capping.
Also, at some point, I added a cell shader for some reason. I guess I was feeling a little quirky at the time, but I later came to my senses and removed it. It looked like donkey balls. I added some vines on the walls and some windows peering outside so the player's aware of their current predicament. After making a bit of the maze, I realized that the corridors were a bit too open, so I decided to add some pillars on the sides of each exit to tighten it up a bit. Then I added some sick pink fog covering the maze to give it an eerie feeling. There's nothing more spooky than not knowing what's in front of you. It was at this point I realized that the walls were feeling a little bare, so I copied the technique that I used in my hit game Fish Odyssey. The technique being that of slapping hard images I have saved on my phone onto the walls scattered across the level. It definitely helps to add a bit of oomph to the world. Very quaint indeed. I also chucked some teleporters on each corner of the map so that in the likely scenario where the music is right behind the player and they're about to get caught, they can instant transmission to another spot. Also, Pac-Man does the same thing. At this point, Kyle gave me some super gross fleshy footsteps to give the player, and also a breathing sound to be played on a loop during gameplay so the player can feel the immense terror haunting Federico. Lovely. To match these footsteps, I also made a cheeky little dust particle effect that looks awful. I would fix it, but we've got a time limit and I haven't even added the enemies yet. Speaking of enemies.
Okay.
Alright, so if you recall, the enemy itself will be in the form of this music that Kyle made. The player won't be able to see the enemy, but they'll certainly hear the direction that it's coming from. I used Unity's epic built-in audio system to give the music a spatial effect, meaning that the music gets louder the closer the player gets to it. Oh my god, turn it down, Jesus Christ. Instead of spending time and effort setting up some nodes and making some respectful AI pathfinding, I used the good old Unity nav map system to tell the enemy what areas of the maze are walkable. All I've got to do is chuck this nav agent component onto the enemy and voila, the music is chasing us. That is terrifying. Alright, so we got this mysterious audio source from another plane of existence chasing our player. Now we gotta give our boy an objective. We can't just have him aimlessly running around this maze. I despise this triangle man, and I want him to suffer immensely, but we still gotta give him something to do. As per Kyle's original pitch, I decided to make some chaos emeralds. Yellow emeralds, piss emeralds, emeralds made out of piss, and I chucked 7 of them around the map for Frederico to collect. I won't have them all spawned in at once. That'll be way too easy. I'll make it so after you collect a gem, the next one randomly spawns in at one of 7 predefined locations. That way, the player can't just memorize the spawn order of the gems and beat it in 10 seconds on their second playthrough. I found that it was taking me way too long to find the next gem, so I gave them a bright yellow glow and a super obnoxious humming sound that gets louder the closer you get to it, which makes finding them so much easier. Jesus, just shut the fuck up! Once I had the legally distinct piss emeralds in the maze, I started making the UI. We need a way to tell the player how many emeralds they've illegally looted from these sacred religious grounds. I decided on making this border with some triangle-shaped objects, like a cake and a watermelon, and I couldn't think of any more triangle objects. Then I made this realistic depiction of the player holding an emerald and slapped it in the corner. Very nice indeed. After some more playtesting, I realized that collecting the gems was super boring, so I decided to add some juicy feedback to congratulate the player each time a gem is collected. Yeah, you got the gem. You got another yellow gem. Keep it up, good work. Yeah, you got the gem, motherfucker. Oh my god, you got another gem. Good work. Keep it up. Get the other ones. Alright man, come on, you got one more gem left. One more gem and you can close the game. You can stop playing it. You gotta get the last gem, alright? Don't let the music get you, or you're gonna lose all your gems. Come on, you're so close. Get the gem, man. Just get the gem, man. Please get the gem, please get the gem, please. Alright, maybe the last one is a bit much. At some point I also added a red vignette effect that would get more visible the closer the music is. It's still quite easy to tell where the music is just by hearing it, but in case you have the volume turned down, or you're like me and your hearing is impaired from listening to death grips at max volume, you'll be able to rely on this visual. Sick. We got the maze, the enemy, the gems, but what happens if the music gets you? Next up, we gotta make an awesome quick time event that the player needs to beat when the music gets Frederico. He should lose control, go crazy, absolutely bananas, if you will. Super bonkers, if thou shall permit it. Once Frederico loses control, it'll be up to the player to snap him back into reality before he, I don't know, dies or something. I could make a whole rhythm game. I mean, we're only 9 hours in, but no, I don't feel like it. Instead, I made this simple minigame where you have to press spacebar whenever this yellow gem hovers over this green bar. Very fun. Kyle also gave me an alternate version of the song for when you get caught. Take a listen.
Oh no! What you gonna do? The music just got you. What you gonna do? The music just got you. What you gonna do?
What a talented gentleman. In case you suck at minigames or you can't remember where the spacebar is located on your keyboard, don't worry, it happens to me all the time. I made a super creepy game over screen telling the player how much of a disappointment they are. If the player wins this QTE, they'll be sent back to the start of the maze, and the enemy will respawn in a random position far from the player. Like with every single game I've ever made, I somehow managed to leave making the main menu till the very end, and as you can tell, graphic design is my passion. Let me know if you're hiring. I realized I needed to whip up a quick tutorial, cause as of now, you kinda just get chucked into the maze with zero direction, and it was very late at night, and I wanted to go to sleep, so I just recorded some dialogue telling the player what to do. Fuck it, I don't care. Hello, my name is Frederico. I'm stuck in a maze. I gotta get the 7 piss emeralds in order to get out. Oh yeah, also I'm being chased by some music, and it'll get louder as it gets closer to me, so use the WASD keys to run away from the music and get the piss emeralds. Oh yeah, if the music gets me, I'll I'll lose control. Lastly, I made a victory screen that will congratulate the player once they manage to pick up all 7 gems. I'm not gonna show you the screen though. I don't want to spoil it. If you want to see it, you're gonna have to play the game for yourself. Link in the description. Alright, I think that's it. We got the game looking good, feeling good, sounding good, and smelling good. Let's go give it over to Kyle and see how I did.
Hello?
Yo, what's up, man?
What up, what up? My trusted collaborator. So I just want to say real quick, I adore the game. I cannot wait to play the fixed up version. I don't think you sent it to me. Yeah, so I have a couple of questions I have pre-prepared. I only wrote down 4, but I thought these would be interesting. Just a couple things I wanted to know. So, how long did this take?
So, like, I did it on and off over like 2 days, and it was about 11 hours or so.
Very nice, very nice. That's probably how long I spent on the songs altogether. Which
really?
It doesn't seem like that much, but I really wanted the mix to get right, and I was experimenting with new things with the way I was compressing my voice and this and that.
No, I was like blown away. I was blown away by the song, bro. It's so good.
That's the next question I had was, did you get irritated by the song after a while?
Yeah, I did. I had to like in Unity when you play, you can like mute the game audio. I had to like mute it after a while. It was getting very annoying. But like the first time I listened to it, I was like, God damn.
I guess my final question here is, when are we adding Shadow the Hedgehog?
I don't know if you saw. I added Jesus the Hedgehog as like one of the images.
I did see that on the wall. Yeah, I guess that kind of counts. He does come back. He is Jesus the Hedgehog. Oh, I never thought about that.
We did it! We did it! We got the game done with 13 hours to spare. I'm gonna go sleep now. If you want to see Kyle's perspective on making the 2025 game of the year, check out his video in the description. Also, I definitely recommend checking out his channel. He makes these great videos where he produces music in wacky and goofy ways, and he's super underrated. That is it for this video, and if you made it to the end, thank you. You are very epic, I must say. I know this video is a little different from my normal content, so definitely let me know what you think about it. I have a ton more game dev content like this planned for the future, so make sure to stay tuned. I also want to thank my amazing Patreon members. You guys are very epic. Thank you, Mrs. Mayo, Gage Mendon, Too Funny Too Cool, and Bunny Walk. And a huge thank you to you for watching. That is it for this video, and until next time, I'm Kappa Danse, and I'm gonna go to bed now.